What's up and good morning, Gunner? Welcome back to another video. Well guys, the day has finally come, and don't mind Gunner. He's probably gonna be loud in the background. He's got his high idle switch turned on right now. But as you can see behind me, we're at Work for It World Headquarters 1.0. Well, was 1.0. I guess we can still consider it 1.0, but let me take you guys over here. And well, as you can see, the place is kind of getting emptied out. I know, you're the best puppy ever. So yes, the day has finally come. We have moved everything over to the warehouse, which is like kind of the whole reason we got the warehouse. It was just really logistically getting everything moved over there and having it make sense has been, it's been kind of something that we've been behind the scenes working on for quite some time, and well, it finally happened. So we got this sweet, beautiful space here in the house that we actually had done up for Work for It World Headquarters, and my girlfriend's really been saying she wants to turn this extra room into a closet, which like probably gonna end up doing that. Now my whole decal setup has not been moved yet, and I'm kind of on the fence as to whether or not I want to move it because like it's just so set up here, everything works so well. Moving it's gonna be, I don't like change. So my section is probably kind of staying here for a little while. And we actually moved late last night, so honestly I didn't think I was gonna be putting out a video today because I didn't think we'd have time. But I want to take you guys over, show you guys the new setup at Headquarters 2.0. Oh, Gunner's back. Hi buddy, hi buddy. I know, we're gonna go soon. We're gonna go soon. And I think you guys are gonna laugh when you see kind of how we're set up over there. But we've also got a list of things we need to do. We need to go to Home Depot. We still gotta finish out some work over there in the main shipping and receiving department. So it's gonna be a busy day. Well, we have made it to the fabulous Home Depot. So we need to get some paint, we need to get some curtains, we need to get some extension cords or power strips. Check out this OBS. This one is clearly a well-used work truck. We've got our paint color picked for the interior accent wall in the actual like shipping department, which I believe is going to be this top teal right here, or kawaii. I know I've said it in the past, and I'm not making this up, guys. I don't know what it is about Home Depot, but every single time I come here, I feel like I gotta drop a deuce. I don't know if it's just the time of day that I'm always at Home Depot or what it is, but it hits me every single time. Well, the good news is, over by the bathrooms, I found a cart. One thing I've learned with having my own commercial space is you can never have enough trash cans or big enough trash cans. All right, well, I think we've got enough stuff for this trip. Hello. Now, if you're 10 miles away from one of these like cart return areas, I can kind of understand just leaving your cart, but you literally like, you're in between two within 3 parking spaces of each other. Return your carts, people. It's not that hard. We've made it to the warehouse, aka 2.0, which is now like really the main hub of Work for It. And before I go show you guys the disaster in there, one thing I wanted to touch on, I actually talked to YouTube this morning. A lot of you guys have mentioned that you're not getting notifications anymore, even though you click the notification bell on my videos, which is awesome. For those of you that did, thank you. And it turns out the reason being that you're not getting those notifications is that even though you have my notifications turned on for my channel, you have not turned on, like you have not enabled YouTube to actually alert your phone with the notifications. So you gotta enable both of those, which I believe is like in the settings on your phone under like notifications, and then hopefully you won't miss any more of my videos. But let's get to this, guys. Now mind you, it's a mess. We've got a lot of work to do, but come check out, I just got a notification right there. Check out what we got going on. So you may remember what was formerly the front lobby is now like the catch-all space of boxes and junk and trash cans. And clearly, yes, there is plenty of merchandise unpacking to do. Over here in the little hallway nook cubby space is where all of the boxes are gonna go, or like shipping supplies, I should say. And then most importantly, coming into HQ 2.0 and where all of the packaging and shipping is going to be happening. And that is this area. So let me kind of take a little step back, give you guys kind of a big overview of it. And yes, like I said, I understand it's a mess. We bought a couple more racks in here because one thing I have learned already is you can never have enough racks for the amount of inventory that we have. This is not going to be exactly the permanent setup. This is just kind of like my house setup brought over here and adapted to work for now until we come up with something better. Eventually, I want to have like a stand-up height shipping station right here. That way you don't have to sit down to do it. And then we'll probably have some type of shelving and boxes and whatever up there. And today we need to go through and like clean up all the wiring, put everything in its place. But we literally did this whole move in less than a day with having to get out a ton of orders from the weekend. I didn't want to put you guys on hold and have you guys wait for your orders to show up just because we're sitting over here moving. So we had to kind of you know, just run wires wherever to get everything up and functioning. That way last night in the middle of the move, we could still be actually packaging up and shipping out orders. And speaking of orders, as of this video going live, we should have all of the work for it hats back in stock, which it's a good thing I bought all the extra shelving because it's gonna fill this whole place up really quick. So what's funny though is we got this big old warehouse, you know, we've got a nice lobby space. We've got the big old giant upstairs room where we'd have the podcast studio set up. And then of course, obviously we've got the like warehouse portion of it. And like the main reason we got this place was to make it Work For It World Headquarters 2.0. And the work for it area gets like the smallest little snippet of the entire warehouse. But hey, you know, as we grow, our needs are gonna adapt. We're probably gonna end up already spilling out into like the lobby area out here and kind of changing some things up. So we'll see. But I wanted to keep everything in one room because if you guys remember doing workforce stuff at my house, it was essentially split up over 3 rooms. So kind of printing and packaging was in one room, inventory was held in 2 other rooms, so you're doing a lot of back and forth and it's just not efficient at all. And I'm a big stickler for efficiency, so it drove me nuts that was what we had to do. But like I always say, you gotta work with what you got, and at the time all we had was my house, so that's what we had to work with. But it was definitely a mission getting everything moved. Dave, I want to give a huge thank you to, he came over and stayed with us till about 11 o'clock at night helping get everything moved over here. So big shout out to Dave. I know a lot of you guys have been missing him on the channel. He's been really busy. He's like really close. He's on that brink of his retirement that he's been talking about. So hopefully that happens soon and we'll see him some more. But today what we're going to do is paint this back wall, which I know I said I was going to do from the very beginning of moving in here when I was painting the rest of the place, and then it never happened. And of course now I decided to do it when we put a bunch of shelves in the way. But let's get that back wall painted like a nice bright teal accent, so like it's happy in here, because currently it's gray and black doors and sad, and we want happy. Choose happy. Well, I got the first coat on, waiting on that to dry. While we wait, I'm gonna kind of get this desk area set up. I bought this little, I don't know, desktop power strip thing. I think it's meant to be mounted on your desk that way, but I don't want this sitting on top of the desk, so we're gonna mount it up underneath like that. That way you don't have to reach way down under there somewhere. I can't really see right there. Nope, that's not it. Power is right behind the shredder right there. And maneuvering around this place with all these racks in the way is fun. Oh, do we fit? We almost fit. All right, there we go. We're in. All right, claustrophobia don't kick in right now. Second coat is on, still wet. Now, if you guys saw in, I think it was the video where I did a bunch of work in my bedroom, my little tape and caulking trick, here's another time when it comes in handy. So I'm real ADD when it comes to painting, and typically I won't let anybody else paint my stuff. Call it what it is, but I just like being in complete control of the paint because I think it ends up looking better. But this is a commercial space. I know as soon as my lease is up or I'm out of here, they're just gonna come in and spray the whole place one color. So I brought in a buddy that does commercial painting and just kind of let him go wild without like me trying to be too of a stickler of details. Well, one thing, I knew I was gonna do an accent wall here. So typically when I do that, I will run like this color, one of the colors I'll run wild onto the other wall. That way it's beyond the corner. Well, my buddy, when he came in and painted, he tried to cut along that line. So some of it was actually back away from the corner. So when that happens, you either have to go find the gray paint all the way across the corner, then you have to wait for that to dry, then wait and give it time before you can tape and caulk a new line on there. But what's good about the taping and caulking trick is you can almost create a fake corner. So I actually put the tape a little bit onto this wall, back from the furthest point where he missed, and we've created kind of a fake corner. So let's see how it turns out when we pull the tape right now, and we want to pull it when it's still wet. So we'll come from the bottom here. And so far, so good, nice and crispy. Let's hope it doesn't touch the wall when we pull this point off right here. And go. Perfect, good landing, right on the drop cloth. And the same works for ceilings, because typically if you have like a textured ceiling, a lot of people will cut in by hand. Sometimes, you know, over the years, as more and more paint layers get up there, the paint will start to walk its way onto the ceiling. So tape it the furthest point out that the paint is on the ceiling, make a straight line, caulk it, paint it, and then you'll kind of create a fake illusion that is still the wall that color. And I'm really struggling down here to get this tape off my freaking shoe. So, well, it was, oh jeez. Okay, all right, I'm done. I'm over this. Maybe I should just use my hands. Well, now that the paint is pretty much dry, I'm starting to get the shelving back into place, and I'm trying to maximize space here because obviously the more shelf space you can cram into an area, the better, but I also want to have like enough space to where it's comfortable in here because, well, I mean, even by like squeezing these a little bit closer together, we could squeeze one more in back there and it just opens up the room a lot from what it was this morning. Plus, all these boxes will be out here. This is still inventory and shirts and hats and stuff that need to be put on shelves. But I bought those 2 new shelves today at Home Depot, and I think those are going to go on this wall, and then probably we'll actually end up leaving this area open until we have even more inventory, and then we can double stack all these shelves out to about here, and it's a pretty good space. Now, I absolutely hate putting stuff like this together. These shelves aren't horrible. Now, don't mix the two up. I love to build things, but I hate putting things together that are in the category of we need to make it the smallest and most compact way we could ship it in a shipping container from China, which is like, you know, this stuff and pretty much all of IKEA stuff. First it was grocery bags, then it was plastic straws. I wonder how long before California bans these things because of the extra waste plastic that they have. Well, aside from still needing to unpack a lot of boxes, the room is actually coming together here pretty nice. Got both shelves up over there. I did just get confirmation that the hats showed up today, so those will be on the website by the time this video is live, which also means like we're gonna eat up a ton of this shelf space later tonight once we start getting all those brought in. So hopefully we've got enough shelf space. But I'm excited. I'm excited Work For It has finally moved into its home for, you know, who knows how long until we outgrow this place. And I have you guys to thank for supporting the Work For It movement, helping to restore pride in blue collar work, and showing people that college isn't the only way to be successful. I know I've said it in the past, but the most successful people that I know personally in my life either didn't go to college or ended up dropping out of college. And the more people that go to college and get degrees means that the less people there are working in the trades. Well, when there's a demand for workers, guess what? Wages go up. So if college is for you and that's the way you want to go, then by all means go that route. But if you're not feeling like college is for you and you're just feeling the pressure of everybody around you, the school system, your parents telling you that that's the only way to go, it's okay to stray from that. It's okay to go your own path. It's okay to go to a trade school. It's okay just to go start working on a job site or start working as an apprentice or whatever it may be. That's okay. Your parents may be mad at you for a month or so, but once they see you're actually taking care of yourself, you're supporting yourself, you're in a good career field, and you're going to probably make more money than most of your friends that are going to college, I think it's all going to end up panning out. But with that, guys, we're going to wrap up another video. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now, that way you do not miss out on any future content. And don't forget, like we mentioned earlier, click the notification bell, but also make sure you have YouTube notifications turned on your phone. That way you get the actual notifications. Don't forget to check out workforitapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you got to be willing to work for it. I think I forgot to say give this video a like, aka a thumbs up, but we could do that too, please. I'd be honored. You guys are the best. Catch you in the next video. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.